This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
If she has your DNA and it's in you, she's going to want to connect. And once she sees how magnificent and how powerful, and even this form that you did, this profound display of love, you know, in having this platform, I think it's going to blow her mind because what you're doing here is not just selfish. You're using this situation to help other people find their way, and so even in that, where it's benefiting her, she'll be able to see this. This is part of her legacy. You're part of her legacy. But other people will be able to share in this and say, thank you, brother, because this podcast, this show saved my life.
I just want to eat you up. Yeah. Tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
Where you at, fellas? Where you at, fellas?
Filming. Hey, how you doing? Look, fellas, that's our boy.
I dig you, man. That's what I'm talking about. What's poppin'?
They get everything so shiny. They got a valet towel boy in here.
Like them shoes, Red.
Oh, yeah. They passed a nigga some new shoes out up in heaven.
Shit, it's all about the blue light, boy. Keep that blue light going.
Blue light?
It's the purest light in the spectrum. Oh, yeah, it's all around you.
Can you get this stuff off?
No, boy, it's the blue light. All the great ones got it.
Oh.
People would kill to get the blue light, you big dummy.
Great ones, huh?
You know, God gave you extra light, man, to shine during these dark times. You made it through the blues. That's why they call it blue light.
Yeah. About that time, right? Man, y'all been waiting for me for a minute. Let's take it back. It's Quan. Yeah. Came to give you niggas a little perspective and some direction. You feel me? Check. Look, yeah, I was sitting back, yeah, really contemplating. Looking at my life, I could see death was waiting. In the lane of snares, falling for all the traps. 09 of January, let me take you back. Yeah, I was down with Satan before I found the Lord. Not for who a nigga was, but just a better plug. You know the better placement with all the temptation. You know the fast cars, bitches, and paper chasing. A nigga life was reckless, a real crash dummy. No thought for tomorrow. Man, the Lord is funny. Now I reflect from what he took from me, so I understand the second chance, and I'm thankful he looking out for me. Yeah, I'm just really trying to show you niggas right from wrong, right from wrong. So I give you niggas the truth and not deliver songs. I'm just really trying to show you niggas right from wrong, right from wrong. So I give you niggas the truth and I deliver songs. A California baby, but one West made me. Should've been neighborhood, but the gangster raised me. This world tried to play me. I thank the Lord for truth, cause nowadays these niggas faker than the Drewski suit. About time we regroup. What happened to perspective? You niggas lost in the sauce without a sense of direction. You lacking urgency, man, purpose be the key. But everything you do is to blow up commercially? That nigga use a hoe. Man, it's time you niggas wake up, man. Stop playing, man, with the Lord, man. Stop playing with your life, man, before you don't get it right. I'm just really trying to show you niggas right from wrong, right from wrong. So I give you niggas truth and I deliver songs.
When it comes to your car, where you take it matters. At Eurofit Automotive, we've built a trusted name with over 17 locations across Atlanta. From high-end performance cars to everyday commuters, our expert technicians and service advisors deliver dealership quality care without the dealership price. We're here to make car ownership easier, more transparent, and more affordable without sacrificing any quality. Eurofit Automotive, the smarter alternative to the dealership.
At Rosapenna, Tom Doak's St. Patrick's has...
One West. Hey, Shalom, Lil Craig.
Yo, what's up, dog?
Man, you know shit, I'm in Trav, you sure was in?
Shit, Lord of Christ Cap, man. I just hit the LAX. I'm in Terminal 1. 1G.
1G Southwest?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know this what you get. We're 144, and it's raised by the power. Look, midnight swerving, I'm in the streets, 10 toes down, gripping grain like a bag cleats. Shit, yeah, I'm thinking about my peace. Where we living in hell, they don't want us to eat. Man, this shit is getting crazy, baby. Living under people, they want the old terms and days of slavery. Just remember, nigga, never stop. It's the Lord that stay in charge and he's stirring the pot. Man down, another body drop. It's time to make a choice, yeah, little nigga, is you changing or not? Yeah, it's time to flip the page. Just some thoughts in traffic while I'm dodging the road rage. Contemplating about the old me. Thinking about why I am, how far, where I'm supposed to be. One West is the royalty. Fuck the other side. It's just courtrooms and lawyer fees.
We fully expect that he will be prosecuted. And like I said, I will be doing everything in my power to make sure that the death penalties are saved.
One has started a GoFundMe to raise money for Rodney Hinton's defense. That GoFundMe has been taken down, and GoFundMe has actually issued an apology to the Fraternal Order of Police.
School. Just grab my suitcase off the turnstile. Shit, no, I got that fire. If baby boy play, he a bird child. They not like me, trained to go. I'm a dog. I was raised by the best groomers. Death the lies out the scar rumors. Death in disguise, drive through for the beef like Carl Jr. UPK, tell him push it up petunias, nigga. Yeah, this brotherhood of blood oath. We don't cut no ties. Charged up, politicking on the 105. Try to describe all the time that I barely survived. I'm too low, I'ma ride while you choosing sides. Shit, we gon' collide while you choosing sides. I'm in the city where the bitches throw they set. But pop bottles, we the dukes in here. Excuse me, I mean the truth in here. Let me make it super clear. You're out of town, pull a bitch, she a souvenir. Just keep it real, cause I know what lies do to people. And to keep it real, nigga, I don't care who your people. These niggas weak and beyond feeble. Wild West road runner. I be in traffic like I'm Don Cheadle.
Hello? Hold on for a second. We at now?
I'm in traffic.
If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, I don't give a love a fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad of this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, put through the baddest conditions. I fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she glad to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit till I go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the bad thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Don't get you some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus. Oh, how many times must we remind you? Nobody wanna win some ranks, but never take up as a place. When the law with you ain't no up next, it's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit. We want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the commanding general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. In the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian, we ain't just talking shit. But we living in it, we be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be fresh as hell, take a picture. And we special now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. But business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't need it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the gun with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's long. See me and my niggas gon' die for real. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by niggas, I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the commanding general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all don't fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey. That's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh. Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pot. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. A man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile leg. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember John'll try to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky, that nigga left me for dead. Endure to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig. I
seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
So I have to be honest and let you know that I screamed a little bit when I heard you say, "What's up, baby?" Ah, man, like what? What are we gonna do? Cause this is torture.
Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my.
From a spark to a flame, it burns bright. Like the feeling when you finally got my name right. Like a star in the dark, you provide light. Yeah, this could turn into something if we align right. I see you trying to change your life cause you want better. What I'm convinced in 6 months better is together. A story written for the ages, so in this short time, let's be open books. Explore pages like, are you down through all the changes? Job finds out I'm an Israelite. I lose wages, how about the times and every month when you change phases? And after that, getting your cheeks clapped in different places. Matter of fact, I tell you now, you'll need leg braces, cause after camp, do benevolence, sensations, and after camp, excavations and temptations. Move that damn hand, girl, that's a violation. Can you follow orders, I wonder, cause when I'm mad, my voice sound like thunder. It's all love, my pretty dove, just want you to be something that I'm proud of. It's my job to correct, so never disrespect. A white rose, you want to be chose, I'ma hit your camp leader, see how it goes, and pray the heat on the pose, cause that's how this old UPK thing goes. Decently and in order so we escape woes. You really do impress me, and now I can't wait until your spirit reflects me. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you accept me, and take the steps to call my camp leader and
just
request
call my camp leader and request me. Call my camp leader and request me. Just call my.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited.
We good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Baking soda's only 99 cents.
Yo. There's pressure that comes with the block. You could end up inside of a box when you get your eyeballs by a op after getting set up by a thought. Opportunity, it doesn't knock. No, that sound right there be the cops. Yep. And all of that stress that we talking still beats punching the clock. You think I want to sweep your floor from 8 to 4? Fuck, I want to take your orders for when your favorite star got an Audemars that's worth more than mama's car. Type of shit make you want to say fuck the law. When your rent's due and your piss poor, nigga, we don't even own our own corner store. So call the waters, cause I caught them.
Shalom, shalom. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Test out the sound. How the sound? But you need to move the camera a little bit. Like
Sounds to WAP, sir.
You hear me good, Radar?
Yeah, Kyle cut. I hear you loud and clear.
Most ain't crack. Most ain't crack.
Yeah, I do what kind of.
You might need to move the whole arm, like see how the arm kind of tilted.
Oh yeah,
no, the other one. There you go. Might be a little better. Let me sit more. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. How that look for you, Radar?
Looks good, sir.
Nose ain't crack. Nose ain't crack. All right, once again, we are the ISUPK. Come out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander Jan Yohana. This is ISUPK Atlanta, Monday night history class, you understand? We about to go into it. Like, we about to show you why the white man is the El Diablo. The Bible speaks to it, you understand? Because we're going to get it to, because, you know, okay, we get into a lot of different things. You know, a lot of times I'll talk about a lot of the Jewish angle, because the Jewish angle gets overlooked so much because we always look at the our oppressors, you know, the non-elite devils, you know what I'm saying? You always look at them, you know what I'm saying? But this is going to show you a little bit of them. It's going to show you a little bit of everybody, right? So this is called the Spanish Inquisition. You understand? There was times they was trying to expel us out of everywhere because, you know, during the Dark Ages, of course, you know, we were ruling. After about 200-ish, 400-ish AD, somewhere in that time frame, we started ruling a lot of places in Europe, you understand? So when we started ruling, you know, the white man was pissed off about it. He don't like Negroes ruling over him, you understand? He don't like that. You got hey Radak, you get that scripture from me that he gonna that said it's in I believe it's in Revelations where he said he gonna shut up the devil for 1,000 years.
Yeah, Kyle cut. I think it's at Revelation 18. Let me see.
Yeah. I know it's in Revelation somewhere though. I'm gonna let y'all Bible scholars pull that up for me, you know what I mean?
I got it, sir. Revelation 20 and 2.
There you go. Read that for me.
Kyle cut. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 20, verse 2. He laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
That old serpent. This is the serpent from the Garden of Eden. I mean, of Eden's. Well, hell, it might be the Garden of Eden. It's like it, but from the Garden of Eden, right? That old serpent, he laid hold on that dragon. Go ahead. Or that serpent.
Oh, God. Which is the devil.
That devil. Go ahead.
And Satan.
And Satan.
And bound him 1,000 years.
Bound him 1,000 years. So what that was saying is that the white man's influence over the earth was kind of held down for about 1,000 years. He didn't have the influence like he used to have. He was so much of a devil, the Most High said, you know what? we gonna give y'all a break. Get Earth a break from this devil here. Like I like when I make stuff, I make it seriously. So I made this devil. He gonna get Earth a break. If he didn't, I ain't gonna hold you. This Earth might not be here no more. Right? You know what I'm saying? If he didn't give, look, they only been in rulership what 400 years. Look what the hell going on already, man. You can't eat the food, you can't drink the water, you can't breathe air. This is the devil, you understand? You can't do the natural things. Can't eat, can't drink, can't breathe. All this stuff is gonna cause you cancer. Wants you to die. This is the hard pressure, man. You understand? This is so just think if he had another 1,000 years added to that. Boy, it wouldn't be no Earth no more. It probably wouldn't be a solar system. You know what I'm saying? I think like anybody that watched Dragon Ball Z, the white man to me is Frieza. That's who our president. That's Frieza, Salaya. That's Frieza right there. He want to destroy everything and can't let nothing die, nothing. Somebody get the best of him, he got to destroy everything he got just because he got his behind with. You understand? This is our oppressor. Like a child. Yep, like a big child. All right. So this is what happened. He shut him up for about 1,000 years where he couldn't have his influence on the earth. You get me? So when he got shut up, now he ready to start gaining back power. And just slowly over time, they just started gaining more power, doing other things, and they started expelling black people out. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, we try to put them on our side with us. Like, yeah, come on, yeah, you good white people. You good white people. Come back on our side. And then they end up taking everything over, and we end up losing. You understand? So today is going to be on the today is going to be on this. We're going to eventually get into the Jacobite revolution. You understand? This is going to be probably either next week or the week after that. I might teach then. Officer Haas couldn't be with us. He had to cancel it, but he should be with us on the next couple classes that we're going to have. You understand? So we're gonna hold it down in instead. All right. Hey, what's up? When you come back, we're gonna start getting on these slides. All right. You got any questions so far, Radar?
No, sir, not yet. I may later on.
Later on. Well, what do you know about the Spanish Inquisition?
I'm familiar with the experiments of what they did to our sisters during the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes, talk a little bit about that you know. Talk a little bit about it.
But they would do like open surgery on our sisters without no anesthesia. Yep. And they wouldn't give her they wouldn't give our sister no anesthesia. They just let her bleed out.
Mm-hmm.
The cries were heard from miles away. Yeah, they did our sisters wrong in that Inquisition.
Yeah, it was a terrible thing, and like there were other ones too. There wasn't just the Spanish one. We had ones in Ireland. We had ones in all over. We had Ireland, Scotland. They might have not been called the same thing, but we had them all in those same areas. You understand? All right, we can start putting the slides over real quick. We about to get it to this, man. You gotta get it to this. You know how to do it? You got it? Oh God. We can make it a little bit bigger though in there. Make like full screen. Oh God. Can you see it yet, Radar?
It haven't came up yet on my end. I can't see it.
You gotta share the screen to Why do you gotta go back to the screen yard? Okay. Can you see it now, Rada? Rada, can you see it?
Kawakata, it's small, but I mean, I can't really read it like that. It's not on the big screen. It's like in the corner.
Can you zoom it in a little bit? Let me try to. I think you just zoomed it in on the screen on there. Right, I did. I look on your end, Rada.
It still look the same.
The same.
Yeah, Kawakata.
Can I send it to you? You still be able to like work with it?
If you send it to me, I'll be able to look it up. On my other old phone, I can pull it up.
Okay. That's not. I'm sure that's the only way to get bigger. Yeah, you don't have it up yet? Let me see what we have now. That's what I can see getting big. Is that big enough?
Yeah, Kawakata, I can see it.
All right, can you see it better?
Yeah, Kawakata, I can see it.
All right, let me see. Okay. All you gotta do is what's up? You see it right or left? And I'll take it back and get it. All right. All right, what's that, Kurt? Go back here. So you see, pull up so you can see the chat. All right, what's that? All right, let's get to it. All right, now you see, this is the Spanish Inquisition. Go ahead, we'll be ready to read that. We're done.
Kawakata, it says the Spanish Inquisition, origins, violence, expulsion, and diaspora. A comprehensive historical account from primary sources.
Yeah, okay, this got some, I think, right here. They got the screen in the way. This too hot. Go on to the next one. Okay. All right.
I can't see the bottom part because the screen is in the way, but I can see the top part of it.
Go back to the stream yard. Also. Okay. And you see how they got the little different formats at the bottom? No, not that. Go back, go back. Go to the, you see the formats at the bottom. I can't see you looking at this. It was like literally right below the preview, whatever you see the preview, and they got like little formats. You got some got like the heads, and they got different things there. Go to the one where we on the left side, where it say two heads on the left side, and we show like a preview or something. It should be like over 3 or 4 from the ones that's lit up. No, that's not that one. Go to the next one. There you go. All right. Let's get over done.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I can zoom in and see it.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
Okay. You ready, sir?
Let's get it.
Okay. It says medieval Spain was a crossroads of 3 faiths. For centuries, Jews, Christians, and Muslims coexisted in medieval Iberia under varying degrees of tolerance, known as conventia.
Okay, so you see this here. This time you got the Spanish Moors. The Spanish Moors came in, right? Some of us was Moors because we always like that prison religion for some reason. You understand? You had the white Christians after the Roman Empire wanted to put all together, Christianity, put it all, mix in some Baal, mix in some Remphan. They wanted to put it all up and spit it back at you. That's what Christianity was. And you had some people that was trying to keep more so the true faith. You know what I'm saying? Some people, and you also had your Khazars there too, because their kingdom got sacked. And they came into Rome and they started coming over into Spain too. So it was different factions. You get what I'm saying? And it was all here. So of course the Jewish man got in there, started doing crooked stuff, trying to gain back power because he lost his country in Khazarian. So he's trying to do stuff to gain back power. Right. Go ahead.
Oh God. It says Jewish communities thrived in Toledo, Cordoba, Seville, and Barcelona as physicians, scholars, financiers, and artisans.
Artisans. But the financiers was mostly going to be your Jewish people because they wanted to start doing usury on everybody. And by them doing usury, that's what made everybody get mad and want to kick all of the Jews out. They called it because they kind of classified as all as one. They classified us all as one. You understand? So they wanted to kick us all out. Anybody that wasn't a Christian, out of here. Go ahead.
Oh God. The Reconquista, 722 to 1492, gradually shifted the balance of power. By the 14th century, rising Christian nationalism began to erode the fragile coexistence.
There you
go. Jewish population of Spain estimated at approximately 300,000 people across both Castile and Aragon.
So in those places there, they had about 300,000 people. So, they weren't happy, you know what I'm saying? Like it was at first, and we were gonna get into it some more. But started being a little bit of, people, the Pope didn't really they wanted to have a whole Christian place, because if you wasn't a Christian, they were like, it's like with anything else. Like how if you didn't bow down to this here, then you weren't like part of that nation no more. They wanted to get rid of you, kill you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Go to the next slide. You hear right? Is the right moving? Oh, you might got to go over to the actual tab right there, right? You got that?
Yeah, cool. God, I see it. It says You want me to go ahead, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. It says the pogroms of 1391, the first wave of violence, anti-Jewish riots swept across Spain, forcing mass conversions. In 1391, massive anti-Jewish pogroms erupted across Castile and Aragon, triggered by the preaching of Baron Martinez. Jews faced a brutal choice: baptism or death. Thousands were murdered. Synagogues were destroyed and converted into churches.
You know what I'm saying? So when we had our place that we had, they was just destroying everything, taking out everything that was going on. Keep going.
Okay. Hannah Adams records that multitudes of Jews, to save their lives, submitted to baptism, created a vast new class of converts called conversos.
So the conversos, I'm not, you can't say everybody was this, but the conversos was more so the white Jewish people, more so. Okay.
Okay.
Then you're gonna have another one called Morenos. Those are more so the black people that converted. All right. Keep going.
Okay. An estimated 100,000 Jews converted under duress. Thousands more were killed. These forced conversions created the very converso problem that would later justify the Inquisition.
So these forced conversions created a very converso problem. So when they, you know how the devil, he's crafty, right? They like to create their own problem so that they can come back. What? They like to create their own problem so they can come back and justify whatever, whatever they want to do, right? Right. They want to justify it. So they start doing riots, and then mad people want to fight back. Sound familiar? Do it sound familiar? So when they doing these riots, black people start wanting to fight back and do, we go to the next slide. They want to come back and start fighting back against what they doing to them. Go ahead. Go to the next slide, please. Oh, God. All right. That's the next one.
Yep, okay. It says Vincent Ferrer's coerced conversions, 1411 to 1416. A Dominican preacher weaponized apocalyptic fear to force baptisms.
So that name, Dominica or whatever, that comes from some devils. So anybody that want to say they Dominican or whatever, that's what you saying you is. That's a devil right there. Go ahead.
Okay. Dominican friar Vincent Ferrer launched preaching campaigns across Spain and southern France. Apocalyptic sermons were accompanied by mob intimidation and destruction of synagogues. Hannah Adams notes these conversions were forced by terror and mob pressure.
So you want to know where the mob came from? These were all mobs beforehand. Oh God, it's a lot here. Go ahead.
That sounds like when they were doing cross burnings back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm. That's where it all comes from. The cross burnings and having the Ku Klux Klan is just mobs to a degree. They just changed name. The Ku Klux Klan is a mob, a mafia. Right. Like a secret mafia type of thing. So that's what they all did. They went and they'll take over. They'll start, because it's not the mobs. People think like the mobs is like the low life people, the people that got the trailer parks. Right. No, they be your judges. They be your police commissioners. That's who these moms is. And that's how they get away with it. And then you had this preacher was just going around saying, you know, we got to get rid of these people here, you know, whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Created tens of thousands of new Christians, swelling the converso ranks. This generated the very class the Inquisition would later persecute.
All right. And said, so this is, you know, created tens of thousands of new Christians. So now they made, because they was, you know, mobbing, you know, they doing all that stuff. People started saying they were new Christians now, right? They said we Christians now, and they're gonna act like they're, you know, that they you know, act like, you know, they don't start wearing, instead of wearing the dawadas, they wearing the crosses. You know what I'm saying? So then now they said they not real Christians. So you punish them, make them, force them into it, and then you say you're not a real Christian. You didn't really take this on. So now that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna turn into the people that now it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. All right, go to the next slide for me. Okay.
It says the converso problem, seeds of suspicion. Conversos rose to prominence, provoking envy and racialized hostility. Many conversos rose to positions of power in finance, administration, law, medicine, and the church.
Mm-hmm.
This success provoked intense resentment among old Christians who doubted the sincerity of their conversion.
So you see this right here. These are the Jewish more so, right? Like I said earlier, the conversos was more so the Jewish people. Like Christopher Columbus was, it's said that he probably was a converso, right? They rose to prominence. That's how Christopher Columbus was able to be the person that went on the ship. They rose to power and prominence because we know anything about Jewish people. They don't care what they got to do. Like Jewish people, like there's like a passage or a scripture in the Quran where they basically said it's okay to shave your beard and to mingle in with the you know, with the other people, to betray them in a way. It's okay to mingle in. It's a passage in the Quran, right? So with that being said, Jewish people feel the same way. So if they come in, they'll come in, act like they do or whatever. They'll come in, they'll be the best preacher, they'll be the best everything, your best statesman, act like they for the people, but they still got like a brotherhood between their own Jewish people. All right. Go ahead. So so you see here the success provoked intense resentment from the old Christians. Other people said, man, how they, like, wait a minute. Now they came in, you know, now they said they was Christian. Now they got all this power now. Now what about us? We the real Christians. They ain't really Christians like that. Go ahead.
It says, let's see. Popular suspicion held that conversos secretly practiced Judaism.
Mm-hmm.
These suspected crypto Jews were called Marranos.
Yeah.
Anti-converso riots erupted in Toledo, 1449, leading to the first Limpieza de Sangre, blood purity statutes.
Mm-hmm.
By the 1470s, demands for investigation of Judaizers reached a fever pitch in Andalusia.
Isn't that? So you see, they getting pissed off because now they was gaining power. Some of us gained power too. I don't want to say it wasn't none of us, but some of us gained some different places in power. But the ones they always really complain about is usually the Jewish people. Because like we were more fair for everybody. The Jewish people, they take everything because they, Jewish people is the elite devils. So they be devils to their own other devils. You get what I'm saying? So they want to take them out of power. All right. Let me see. Go to the next slide for me. Oh God. So that lampieza de sangre. What is it? Okay. Not. The purity of blood was a concept that developed in medieval and early modern Spain. It was the belief that a person's ancestry determined whether they had pure Christian blood. After a large number of Jews and Muslims converted to Christianity, some institutions began discriminating against people whose ancestors had been Jewish or Muslim, even if both individuals were practicing Christians. So the term literally means cleanliness, purity of blood. It emerged in 1400s. Let me see. They did extensive genealogical investigations, were sometimes conducted to prove ancestry. So that's just to show you that's what they did. It said it wasn't a biblical teaching, but rather a social and a legal system that linked status and privilege to ancestry. Historians often view it as an early form of racialized discrimination because it focused on lineage rather than individuals' actual religious belief. So now you see that I started to become different things like it be pure. This is we the pure white people. Stuff like this start happening. All right. You start reading on that for me.
Ferdinand, Isabella, and the push for uniformity.
So these are the people that was in power. They got put in power in Spain. These are the right. These are the people that's responsible for this and the start of the slave trade. The Atlantic, for us being enslaved over here, taken from different places in Europe. Remember, like I said, a lot of the slave trade didn't start in Africa. They started taking slaves back to Europe. They could also take the slaves from Europe to the Americas. That's where it started at. All right. Go ahead.
The Catholic monarchs weaponized religion to consolidate power.
Mm-hmm.
After their marriage in 1469, Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile pursued religious and political unification. During Isabella's stay in Seville, 1477-1478, she became convinced that Andalusian conversos were secretly practicing Judaism. An investigative report by Archbishop Pedro González de Mendoza and Tomás de Torquemada corroborated this assertion.
So now she got some investigations to go around to try to prove they still being Jews over here. They don't want to be Christians. You know what I'm saying? They want to be good Christians, good Christian folk. Go ahead.
The monarchs petitioned Pope Sixtus IV for permission to establish a special inquisition.
So now they went to the Pope and said, hey, let's do an inquisition. Let's get these Negroes up out of here. Go ahead. You about to say something?
No, sorry. I'm finna get ready to read.
No, go ahead.
Their motives were threefold: religious orthodoxy, political centralization, an economic confiscation of conversal wealth.
All that. They want to get rid of the religious organization, the spots they got in politics, and take all their money. But they get it. Well, I just messed with you too. I don't know what. I was good with 2 minutes ago. All right, because I'm gonna need you to go to the next slide. Oh God. Man, I'm about to learn just how evil this devil is right here. I learned this. I really know how evil our oppressor is.
Oh God. And Slocky, this is around the time Columbus started what you call it, right?
Yeah, we almost there. It's 1478. We got another 14 more years.
Oh God.
All right. You got that?
Yeah, cut.
Get on to it.
It says the PayPal bull of 1478. The Inquisition is born.
It starts.
Pope Sixtus IV authorized a royally controlled Inquisition. On November 1st, 1478, Pope Sixtus IV issued the bull Exigit Sincere Devotionis Effectus, authorized the monarchs to appoint inquisitors to investigate suspected heretics.
Yeah. Inquisitors to investigate suspected heretics.
Oh God. A critical shift. This Inquisition was controlled by the Spanish crown, not the Pope.
So usually, a lot of times, the Pope did a lot of inquisition. Now, this time, the rule of the Spanish crown was doing. All right.
The first inquisitors were appointed in 1480. Jurisdiction extended over all baptized Christians suspected of heresy.
Mm-hmm. So, even if you were baptized, they looking at you, trying to figure out, you really fuck with this white Jesus? You celebrate white Jesus? You want to celebrate Christmas? You know, the mother, the son, you know what I'm saying? You want to celebrate all this? So now when they weren't sure about it, now they wanted to go investigate them, put them through trials. They put them through hell. They put them through a hellified thing. They was killing people, burning them at the stake, doing all type of things, man, because they didn't want to be a Christian. Try to see how much. Go ahead. Go to the next one, I think. Yeah, go to the next slide.
Oh God.
It says Torquemada, the Grand Inquisitor. Isabella's confessor shaped the Inquisition into a ruthless machine. It says Tomas de Torquemada, 1420 to 1498, a Dominican prior and confessor to the monarchs, became the first Grand Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
He pretended that the dissimulation of the Jews would greatly injure the cause of religion. Hannah Adams. Under his direction, the Inquisition became an extremely organized, ruthless witch hunt. Approximately 2,000 people were burned at the stake during his tenure alone.
Remember, they had 100,000 people that converted. So of 100,000, he told he had thousands. So that means at least 2,000. They had 2,000 people. So like, yeah, it's like you said, you had 2,000 people. So you see that. So instead of him just doing, different, doing the actual investigation, They would just accuse people of it, right? And then let's just kill them, burn them at the stake. So they'll just put you up on some metal and just burn you, light you on fire. A hellfire way to die. Go ahead.
Oh God. It says Torquemada later persuaded the monarchs that even unbaptized Jews were a danger, leading directly to the 1492 expulsion.
So he even said to the monarch, said, even the people that's not baptized, like even though we know they really still want to be Jews, we know about it. Nope, they gotta go too. Everybody's a danger. If you're not a Christian, you a danger. So now it's becoming a danger to become a Jew. And what a lot of times people don't really realize, like that's part of the reason why they put us in slavery, is because of this Christian belief. This Christian belief is what made them say, you know what, they Jews, we need to put them in captivity and put them and force them to become Christians. That's why you're gonna get into when we're gonna get into that San Tome or St. Thomas Island is on the west coast of Africa. We'll get into that, where they took the children. They would do a lot of these different things, taking the children. They take the children. You can teach a child whatever you want to teach them. You get them young enough, right? You can teach them whatever. So they started getting the children, and that's how they eventually wiped all of our knowledge from us. That's why people didn't know that they were Jews no more. They came by the time they got over here, they didn't know they was Jews no more. So, right. And then you wanted to be something other than, you know, a Christian, they wouldn't let you. All right. Got that next slide up for me? Oh, God. So this just shows you our oppressor has like a deviancy of evil that he wanted against us. Just the deviancy of evil. And he started because because we wouldn't be Christian. Just like how they do anything. If you don't take on their philosophy, what do? They just try to destroy you. Remember how it even says, like, y'all know the scriptures too, where it says, where they talk about they think it's the microchip, the mark of the beast, the microchip. No, the mark of the beast is Christianity. What did they do to people if you didn't celebrate being Christian? They got you out of there. Oh, kind of torture you. Yeah. Stop you from trading, stop you from working, kill you, take your children. You know what I'm saying? They did all type of things. Spain and Portugal was taking children, taking their kids. Some people were some of the Jews, some of us was sacrificing our lives to try to get our children back, and still wasn't getting them back. Paying all types of money to get our children back, and they kept our children from us, man. That's what it started. This from. Go ahead.
God. The machinery of terror, how the Inquisition worked. Secret denunciations, torture, and property confiscation define the system. The Inquisition operated through secret procedures. The accused never knew their accuser's name.
So you could just accuse somebody, right? And they ain't got to tell you who it is, so you can't even defend yourself. You can't say like, okay, well, Johnny saw me over there, you know, doing Passover. Who you don't even know it's Johnny. You could have been like, well, Johnny was, you know, he was over there with Margaret. You know what I mean? How he know what I was doing? You can't argue with nobody because you don't know you don't know who it was. All right, keep going.
It says edicts of grace gave communities 30 to 40 days to voluntarily confess and name accomplices, creating cascades of denunciation. Property was seized at the moment of arrest, often never returned, providing powerful financial incentive. The accused.
So just how What did they do to black people when they finally got something? They was accused them of something, and they can go and take their land for pennies on the dollar. That's what they did here. They would just say they did something, and now they property would go up for sale for nothing. So now they would just say, yeah, everybody, yeah, they are doing everything we need. They are doing this, right? Go ahead.
The accused could present a defense, but without knowing which witnesses had testified against them.
So they can have it. They don't know who did it. They don't know who accused them. Go ahead.
It says families often received a bill for the cost of imprisonment, torture, and execution.
So now they give you a bill for it. Now, well, you got to pay because we killed your daddy. You got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? This you know, the knife sharpening fee. You got to pay for this to get sharpened up. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, now I got blood all on. Now I got to go get it cleaned up. You got a blade cleaning fee. What the devil? Y'all see my shirt? I had to wear this shirt specifically for this class. I haven't worn this shirt in a while. This shirt is an old classic UPK shirt that tells you who our oppressor is, right?
Oh, good.
Go ahead. Next slide.
They make the family pay. Damn.
Huh?
How you gonna make the family pay for
Is it the devil?
That's what not help to the nine.
It says methods of torture, breaking bodies to extract confessions. The strappado, the rack, and water torture were standard instruments.
Also.
The strappado or garucha, victims suspended by wrist tied behind their back, then dropped suddenly, dislocating shoulders.
Right. So you know what that means? Like your shoulders, you go like you about to go to jail. They'll tie behind your back like that, and then drop you, and then all your shoulders just get disconnected. So now you double jointed. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Got over God. The rack, patro, a wooden frame stretching limbs by ropes and rollers to the edge of dislocation.
So now this is one that just stretch your limbs out. Keep always stretched out. Everything get dislocated. Talking about pain. Go ahead.
Got over God. Water torture. Forced ingestion of water with cloth in mouth or nose, producing suffocation.
Y'all know what this is, right? What do you call it? I never heard of waterboarding. Ever heard of waterboarding before, Radha?
La, sir, not that term I haven't.
Right, you know, yeah, they was doing. You know what waterboarding is, right?
Where they flip you upside down and they pretty much what they just said right here, but they'll flip you upside down and drop you in the water and put you back up.
No.
Oh.
Waterboarding is you'll lay on your back, tie your hands so you can't move, and your feet so you can't move. They'll tie cloth. You see the movies. They'll put a cloth around your mouth and your nose, and they'll pour water on it. It suffocates you. Or at least give you the sensation you're being suffocated.
Oh God.
Because whenever you breathe it in water. Because the rag is kind of stopping the water from just going, like to your mouth. It's kind of like spreading it, so it's stopping, it's going into your nose, your mouth, stop you from being able to breathe.
Oh God.
It's a very cruel type of punishment. Go ahead.
Oh God. Torture was theoretically limited, but in practice could be repeated and severe. The goal was always the confession. Afterward, victims were asked to confirm freely what they had said under duress.
So basically, they beat the hell out of you, and then they want you to stand up like you ain't just get your behind whooped, and then say, "I did it." That's what they want you to do. Essentially, you go to the next one. Start working on getting to the next one. That's what they want you to do, man.
So, like, if I could,
Whoever think that they're not the devil, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Right.
And we ain't even get to the actual into the actual when they kicked us out yet.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kadawakan. Ritualized spectacles of humiliation, burning, and fear.
I think you skipped. It's supposed to be you skip one? It's supposed to be the auto da fe. That's what it is. Okay. Go ahead. Salami. Oh, you skipped that part. You didn't want to try to read it. I got it. You can just say the act of faith. I ain't even gonna try to say that. Go ahead.
Kadawakan. Ritualized spectacles of humiliation, burning, and fear. The auto da fe, act of faith, was a public ceremony for pronouncing and executing sentences. The accused were paraded in San Benitos, flame-painted tunics, and carrozas, conical hats. Ceremonies included mass, sermons, oaths, and the reading of sentences. The condemned were relaxed to the secular arm, civil authorities, for burning.
You can see right here, like this right here. This is some of like the pictures. Well, they got some of it on here. You see some of the pictures. This is showing like this is like where that dunce hat comes from. You know, you see that back around too. Yeah, the dunce hat.
Yeah.
That's why they around like you was, laughable. So that's why he did that. Made you look, look at him. You know what I'm saying? He would do that, make you look ridiculous. Go ahead.
Kadawakan. It's Hannah Adams notes that 2,000 of this miserable people were put to death.
Ooh, hey. Miserable people. I think it was miserable.
Of course.
As a matter of fact, Slovakia one.
I gotta come closer here because I'm, the argument was not working too good.
Oh God.
What you gonna say?
Like you said, like the dunce hat. If you watch like the old cartoons, where the students in class and the teacher puts a little dunce hat on and make them sit in the corner, that's the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It made fun of you. It was made fun of you. All right. What we got here?
This is the roles: Inquisitors, Marranos, and Crypto Jews. A system of persecutors and persecuted. Grand Inquisitor, head of the institution, appointed by the crown, confirmed by the Pope. Local inquisitors, 2 theologians per tribunal who directed investigations, authorized tortures, and pronounced sentences. Calificadores, theologians who judged whether a statement or practice was heretical. Familiars, lay agents forming a wide network of local informants and enforcers. The Marranos and Conversos, Jews who converted sincerely or under duress, but remain under perpetual suspicion. Crypto Jews, those who secretly maintained Jewish practices, lighting Sabbath candles, avoiding pork, observing fasts.
Observing fasts. Go to the next one.
How crypto Jews were identified. Behavioral clues became death sentences. Not working or cooking on Saturday. Lighting candles Friday night. Avoidance of pork or shellfish. Draining blood from meat.
So you ain't want your meat blood off of the head. See what I'm saying? You don't want to eat that pork off of his head.
Fasting.
Days. Yep, done.
Oh, God. Fasting on days resembling Yom Kippur. Refusing pork at Christmas feast.
I know Yom Kippur is, right?
It sounds familiar.
That's the Day of Atonement when you would Jewish, you know.
Oh, come.
They the way they say it.
Come.
Oh, okay, cool.
I knew sound familiar.
The Day of Atonement. You know that ain't got nothing to do with the way we say stuff. That don't even sound like something.
Right.
Yom Kippur. Don't even sound right.
Oh, God. Circumcision of male infants. Washing corpses in Jewish burial traditions. Reciting prayers in strange languages or toward the east.
It's strange language. You go towards the east, that's it. That's how you know we face the east when we pray.
Right.
Right.
That's like it, sir. When they say reciting prayers, they're talking about the Hebrew, right? Okay.
Just like we say go east. Now, Shabbat Shemayim. You know what I'm saying? We doing that. They like, nah, Jew, get them. And that was it.
Right.
Go ahead.
God. These often innocent behaviors became grounds for denunciation during edicts of grace.
There you go. So that's how that. So just those little things. If you did any of that, that was it. Even though Christians supposed to follow the same thing. You don't want to talk about that. Christians supposed to follow because they did all of this.
Right.
That's how you know they're not really Christians. All right. Go to the next one. The Hamba decree.
This one says the Alhambra Decree, March 31st, 1492.
What else happened in 1492?
Columbus?
Yeah, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
I remember that stupid ass poem.
You didn't know that, Joe. People was getting killed right here. You didn't know about that. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Ferdinand and Isabella ordered all Jews to convert or leave within 4 months. The decree commanded all Jews to either embrace Christianity or quit the Spanish dominions within 4 months. Penalty for remaining: death and confiscation of all possessions without further trial, sentence, or declaration. Christians were forbidden from sheltering Jews after the deadline under similarly severe penalties. Jews could not take gold, silver, or minted money they had to liquidate everything at ruinous prices. Hannah Adams, the decree filled the Jews with consternation. 17,000 immediately returned to the church. Estimates of those expelled range from 40,000 to over 100,000. Total Jewish population was approximately 300,000.
Yeah. A lot of people had to be gone. Yeah. All right. On the next one.
The expulsion. A people torn from their homeland. 800,000 people faced exile, forced conversion, or death. Hannah Adams notes estimates of 800,000 to over 1 million people affected. The expulsion dealt a violent check to the commerce of Spain. Jews scrambled to sell homes and businesses, causing economic chaos. Spain was deprived of the skills of thousands of doctors, lawyers, artisans, and merchants. The expelled enriched the economies of every receiving country. Good night.
Just like everywhere we go, that country gained something. They gained a lot economically. Right? So now they realizing this, but go ahead.
The final deadline was practically extended to August 10th, 1492.
All right, now go to the next slide.
Columbus set sail August 3rd, 1492. One day after the expulsion deadline, Columbus departed for the New World.
So, and we all know, because Columbus knew where he was going, he made a decree. He wanted to go here because he knew that they had because he read the Bible, was the Apocrypha too. He read it, and he knew there was other land over here. People thought that he was trying to go to the New World. I mean, he thought he was trying to find a new pathway to go to India or China or whatever. No, he knew it was people over here. They needed to get some more resources. They need to try to get something. All right. Go ahead.
Oh my God. It says Columbus departed from Palos on August 3rd, 1492, immediately after the legal end of Jewish residence in Spain. The voyage was financially enabled by Louis de Santangel, a royal financial official of converso background.
What did I tell you? What you get from that? Huh? What you get from that? I'm talking you, Radha.
Oh, say again, sir.
What you get from that?
From reading that slide.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
From reading that last part you just read.
The royal financial official of converso background.
Uh-huh.
That he was financed to go set sail from I don't know, sir.
Fuck it, he was given permission to go ahead and conquer.
Yeah, he converso. What I say about the conversos? The conversos were mostly the Jewish people.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Look at where he was. He was a royal financial official. He financed it because he knew it was other Jews over here. They knew the Bible. We knew the Bible. We knew we had brothers over here.
They guided the socket. They was guiding them to where we was at.
He financed it. Let's go over here. For them to go over here. Right? Go ahead.
Oh God. Santangel's intervention was crucial when Ferdinand and Isabella hesitated on funding. Some historians argue that crew members may have had converso or crypto Jewish backgrounds.
There you go. Who was one of them? Come on, Doc. What's his name?
Louis de Santangelo.
No. Luis de Torres.
Oh, Luis de Torres.
There's some de Torres. You might be getting me mixed up now. You something on that. Yeah. Luis de Torres. I'll tell you this quick thing about it. He was a converso, a Jewish person that was forced to convert to Christianity or be put to death according to the Spanish Inquisition. Apparently born Joseph Ben Alevi Havri in Morgor, Spain. De Torres was chosen by Columbus for his knowledge of Hebrew, Chaldaic, and Arabic. After arriving at Cuba, which he is supposed to be the Asian coast, that's what they say, but he knew where he was at. You read his diaries, he knew where the hell he was. So he said that to do the expedition. Their task was to explore the country, gather information about the emperor. And the two men, they received great honors in the village and returned 4 days later. They reported on the native customs of drying leaves, inserted them into cane pipes, burning them, and inhaling the smoke. Reference to the use of tobacco. They were talking about tobacco when he did that. So when he set off, he left. He stayed. Luis de Torres stayed there in Hispaniola, and he came back. I think all of them was dead. So he came back, all of them was dead. So he said by coming back by the end of the year, Columbus learned that the whole garrison had been wiped out by eternal strife or by attack, because they, of course, was trying to oppress them, try to take them over, so they went and killed their behinds. So that just showed you they was converso, more than likely white. Well, we know like Columbus was white. Luis de Torres was probably more than likely a white man as well. So that just tells you that he knew where he was going. Okay, he knew exactly where he was going. So a lot of this stuff not gonna fill in the details because they don't want you to kind of know the truth. That's why I'm gonna fill in a lot of the details for you to show you kind of the differences. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. The symbolic timing is powerful. As Jews were being expelled, Spain was simultaneously reaching for empire.
So they, at that same time, they getting rid of all those people. They trying to gain a bigger empire. Mm-hmm. So that's why you see us conflicting, because they knew they were here. They knew they were here, but you said that they thought they was trying to go see Asia. Right. They weren't going to Asia. They know that. They know the people in Asia. Right. No, they wanted to go to America because they knew that other tribes of Israel was over here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Right, because the story that I remember growing up, he was trying to find a shortcut.
Yeah, that's a lie. He knew where he was going.
But he said, but he minded up in the New World.
No, he knew exactly where he was going. They knew this. He read the Bible. Matter of fact, you get that in Maccabees for me real quick, Radar.
Which verse, sir? In the Maccabees?
It knows what the 10 tribes.
I
think it's second Maccabees.
Yeah, it's in second. Let me see.
And can you go to the next slide for me too, Motherfucker? Okay.
I think it's second. I think it's 13.
It's all right. 13 or 40, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Yeah, come on,
read that real quick.
Come on. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40 in the Apocrypha. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea, the king, who Salamansar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Mm-hmm. So that tells you right here that, you know, there was a time when this was the kingdom split, when I think it was it Hosea? I can't remember the name. But when we had a king at that time, then you know, that's when the Israel got taken into, you know, the northern kingdom got taken into Assyria. Go ahead.
Okay. Columbus returns the race
No, I'm not reading on St. Ezra.
Oh, Salaki. Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 40.
You skip to the 45. It just tell you how they got there. The Most High showed signs for them, and he'll still the flood, which means he'll still the water so they can travel. Go ahead.
Verse 45. But through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsaris.
Here you go. Arsaris, if you look it up anywhere, it's considered the Americas over here. They knew about this land because he said, Ezra the prophet, they said out of their own mouths. Ezra the prophet said it was land over here. So we need to go find that land because they just got rid of all these people now, because they got rid of all these people because of an internal strife of the the peasant class or whatever the case is. Now they need to go do something. They need to make some money. They need to go take something, right? So then that's when they went and found this. Go ahead. You can wait. Let me see. Arsenal. And it said they dwelt there until to the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come. They said, all right. All right. Let's go back to the slides. Columbus returns.
Columbus returns, the race for the new world.
Yep.
His return triggered a diplomatic frenzy between Spain and Portugal.
Oh, another thing too that they left out. Portugal took on a lot of the Jews as well, took a lot of us in, and then they end up expelling us like the next year. Okay, just so you know, that's kind of part of that kind of left out. All right, so that's why Spain and Portugal started. You know, they was close. They was like friends or whatever. So they start seeing that, like, oh, shoot, we got all this land over here. Let's go get it. All right, go ahead.
Columbus reached Spain in March 1493 and reported his discoveries to Ferdinand and Isabella. Pope Alexander VI issued the bull Pope Alexander VI issued the bull Inter Caetera, May 4th, 1493, dividing newly discovered lands between Spain and Portugal. Portugal was dissatisfied. The arrangement threatened their Atlantic exploration ambitions. This dispute led to the Treaty of Tordesillas, 1494, which moved the dividing line farther west. The treaty became the practical settlement defining sovereignty over the Atlantic world. The Inquisition's reach would eventually extend to the colonies, pursuing crypto Jews in Mexico, Peru, and Brazil.
You see that? So they found this land, the tree became. So you see that? So a lot of people left from out of those lands and came over to, out of here. The crypto Jews, which is some of them were us, we ended up fleeing. They found this land. He was like, we about it here. And a lot of people went into Africa as well. That's why you see they got it divided up. Like the purple over here was Portugal. They pretty much was taking over Africa. That's how they knew, because then what happens is at the same time, after Portugal, they was having ships going back and forth from Africa and all of that. So when they had those ships, some of us went to Africa from those ships. Okay.
Oh, God.
So like I said, you see how they got it all tight, it's all purple for Portugal. So they had Africa on lock for the most part, Go ahead, go to the next one.
Where the expelled went, a global diaspora. The 1492 expulsion scattered Sephardic Jews across 3 continents. Portugal, the nearest refuge, but mass forced conversions followed in 1496 to 1497. North Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia. Approximately 50,000 settled in Morocco alone. Ottoman Empire, Constantinople, Salonika, the Balkans. Sultan Bayezid II said Ferdinand impoverished his own lands and enriched mine. Italy, Naples.
So he said to him, like, y'all so stupid. Y'all got rid of people and enriched ours. So yeah. Well, but the bad thing about him over there, they got more so the white Jew, the white, so-called white man. They got more of them over there. Go ahead.
Italy, Naples, Sicily, Rome, Venice, Ferrara, Livorno, Netherlands. Amsterdam became a major center for converso families. The Americas. New Christians migrated to colonies. Some returned to Judaism in Dutch Brazil.
Okay, here you go. There you go. Next slide. Yeah, some came over here. It's hard to really say how many black. I got to do more digging into it. So how many black people came to Portugal? I mean, it came to Brazil and all of that. I'm sure it was probably a mixture, but do not, like, a lot of times they try to always make it sad, like the Jews, they got expelled, like, as white people, it wasn't like they try to portray it. Whenever it's like a sad situation, most of that time it was us, and they just took our name. People in power were them. The ones that had the power, like the other dude said, Angel, that was of course a white man, right? Let's go ahead.
Flight to Portugal, from refuge to nightmare. When Jews were illegals, refugees became undocumented migrants. About 120,000
became undocumented. You became an alien. Go ahead.
About 120,000 Spanish Jews crossed into Portugal under agreement with King João II. Entry required payment of 1 ducat per person, plus 1/4 of their merchandise. The stay was limited to 6 to 8 months, after which they became effectively undocumented. Those who couldn't pay the entrance fee were forthwith sold into slavery.
Say it again.
Those who could not pay the entrance fee were forthwith sold into slavery.
Sold into slavery. Where do you think they went? You went to America.
America.
That's where you went. So this was like 1493, 94-ish. I like 94-ish, kind of like right around in that time frame. So they put you into slavery. You couldn't pay. You think that was white Jews? White Jews, you put that with the quotations. Or you think that was Negroes?
Negroes.
The Niger. That's how you called it back then, Niger. Yeah, your last name would be Niger. You say Niger.
Okay.
So we need to make that go viral when you became Niger.
What's up, my nigga?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right.
I like that, right?
Okay.
Go ahead, keep reading that.
Okay. A small affluent minority, about 600 wealthy families, could remain for 100 cruzados per household. Henry Abramson frames this as an early zero tolerance for the regime. Those lacking proper papers were treated as criminals, not refugees.
See what I'm saying? Wow. That was us. That wasn't them. They got treated like that. That's when the white man got back in power. He was gaining more power. So they didn't do us. They didn't send them into slavery like that. You know, so like I said, it's hard to say, did not one white devil get put into slavery? It's possible. You know what I'm saying? Right. But primarily, it's us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just before it really getting colorist. At this time, it's like money, and you don't want to be a real Jew, and it started to become the purity of white people. You know what I'm saying? All right, go to the next. Go to the next slide.
The Children of Sao Tome, a crime against innocence.
The St. Thomas. That's what it translates to. Go ahead.
What'd you say it was translated to, sir?
St. Thomas.
Oh, St. Thomas. Okay, come on. A crime against innocence. 2,000 Jewish children aged 2 to 12 were seized and deported to a tropical death trap.
The tropical death camp. Go ahead.
King Zhao II institutionalized a draconian policy. Jews who couldn't pay or refused conversion would lose their children. Good night.
There you go. Keep going.
Approximately 2,000 children were forcibly taken from their parents in Lisbon. They were shipped to St. Thomas, a remote, uninhabited Atlantic island plagued by tropical disease and predators. Samuel Oost.
Remember, they 2 to 12 now. 2 to 12.
Right. Samuel Oost, the 16th century Jewish historian, recorded that children were torn from their parents and sent into exile. A Portuguese Jewish chronicler reports that many were swallowed up by huge lizards. Golly. And the remainder that died of starvation. Only about 600 of the 2,000 children survived after 1 year, a mortality rate of approximately 70%.
You know they was having them doing that. They don't want to mention. They had them over there as slaves. They had them over there. I forget the crop, but basically picking cotton. You know what I'm saying? It might have not been technically cotton, but they was doing some type of slave labor over there. Go to the next slide.
Okay.
Passover Eve, 1497, the final betrayal. Portuguese authorities raided Jewish communities and seized children under 14. King Manuel I, to marry Isabella of Aragon, agreed to eliminate Judaism from Portugal. On the eve of Passover 1497, Portuguese authorities launched coordinated raids across the country. Children under 14 were forcibly seized. Mothers clung to children as soldiers pried infants from their arms. The timing on Pesach, the festival of redemption, was symbolically devastating. Eliyahu Papsley describes massive grief and chaos. Parents were beaten or killed when they resisted. Manuel ordered Jews to depart from Lisbon, but they were met by priests who baptized them in mass instead of boats.
Then they did that. They still didn't get their children back. We're going to get baptized. They still, a lot of them was trying to sacrifice their life to get their children. And they still didn't get it. They let them kill them and still didn't get the children back. Offer to give money, nothing. Still took the children. Next slide. Okay.
I'll show you, he really, according to the Bible, he really doesn't have care for the young or old.
Mm-hmm.
It says the journey to Africa, peril on every side. Those who fled to North Africa faced shipwreck, piracy, and starvation. Hannah Adams describes Jews embarking in crowded vessels where many perished by hunger, disease, or the cruelty of the masters of the ships. Some captains threw Jews overboard, sold them into slavery, or landed them on barren shores to die. Adam records vessels catching fire, sinking from being overloaded, and exiles perishing from plague and famine. Some were left on shores to be destroyed by lions. Those who reached Morocco arrived impoverished, traumatized, and dependent on the hospitality of Muslim rulers. The Encyclopedia of the Jewish Diaspora notes that options for exile all carry considerable risks and tribulations.
So they came to Morocco, you know, like a lot of them went to Morocco, a lot went to the, it might not tell you on here, but a lot went to the west coast of Africa too. A lot went to the west coast of Africa. They try to, you know, leave out a little bit of details and stuff because they don't want you to trace, but a lot went to the west coast of Africa. Right. And some fled from even Morocco down into those places. Because, you know, like Portugal had, you see how Portugal had all of Africa locked down, you know, had it on lock. Mm-hmm. They had places in over there. That was usually on the west coast of Africa. And then that's where you get the kingdom of Judah. Y'all remember seeing Judah on the map?
Oh, okay.
That's where a lot of that comes from. We'll probably get some more issue on it the next time, you know, I come to teach. But I can get you more traces on it. But keep going.
Well, that's the end of the slide, sir.
I'll go to the next one.
Oh, that was it?
Go to the next slide here.
Okay. Wow.
It says arrival in Morocco, the what said reception. Sultan Muhammad al-Watasi welcomed Jews as valuable assets. The Watsay Sultan welcomed the incoming Jews with open arms, aided their resettlement in prominent urban centers such as Fez, Tangier, and Saleh. He placed notables in important political and commercial positions, recognizing their mercantile networks and linguistic skills. Jews were used as court factors, envoys to European powers, and financial intermediaries. Adams notes that sultans employed Jews as agents and interpreters in their affairs with Christian princes. However, not all responses were welcoming. In Tuhat, Sahara, local Muslims murdered the city's entire Jewish population.
So y'all want to be Muslim still, right? Huh.
Good night.
And some, like when this happened, like I said, it may not detail it, but then they started going. They went to Morocco because it was like a good, place to land, get a little bit of resources, and they kept fleeing south. So then they started lining up. Some went on a ship over to the west coast of Africa, and some, traveled to that side. Some traveled. See what I'm saying? And we had different settlements on the west coast of Africa. They leave out a lot, like I said, they don't want to trace it back to you. They want to say, well, they just had a little bit of skin complexion. That's those little darker Jews, Nah, it was us, right? It was dark skin. All right, go ahead. Good. Yeah, next slide.
The journey to Africa, peril on every side. Those who fled to North Africa faced shipwreck, piracy, and starvation. Hannah Adams describes Jews embarking in crowded vessels where many perished by hunger, disease, or the cruelty of the masters of the ship. We read this one before. Some captains threw Jews overboard, sold them into slavery, or landed them on barren shores to die. Adams record.
All right, go to the next slide. I like to repeat it. So, go to the next slide. Life in the Miller. Mousa. Go to the next slide. Life in the Miller. Call. Should be Life in the Miller. Call. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, read that.
That'll good. Life in the Miller. Survival under arbitrary rule. Jews in Morocco became indispensable yet remained vulnerable. Jews were confined to separate quarters called mellahs, walled neighborhoods within Moroccan cities. Despite confinement, they possessed superior knowledge and address and managed customs and foreign diplomacy. Under rulers like Mullah Ismail, Jews faced periodic persecution, confiscation, and public indignities. Anna Adams notes they survived through their industry despite being subject to the caprice of arbitrary sovereigns. They were forced to walk barefoot in Muslim areas, wear distinctive clothing, and pay special taxes. Yet they remain economically vital, controlling trade networks connecting Morocco to Europe.
All right. Next slide. Oh, God. It's just showing you a little bit of how they look, telling you a little bit about it. It says they was described as swarthy and tawny. Those means a brown complexion. You see here, that's why they said that. And they see that a lot of people, they try to make them look like they're white, but it is telling you like, nah. So you can see here, the one on the bottom, Negre d'Afrique. So you can see that. So go ahead.
And I'm like, that was going water torture to this day.
Yeah, exactly. All right, go to the next slide. Let me hear they say agree.
Oh, Officer Ross said, Saki, sir, this part of the event reminds me of the victims from the story of the Feast of Dedication, where they did not fight.
Oh, yeah. They destroyed it.
Next slide.
Yeah, let me see if it's something we need to do this.
Yeah, he's anyway. Okay.
Want me to read this one, sir?
Let's see. We can kind of skip that. It just talk about blood purity as proto racism. It's talking about, they can say that let's say guard conversos and their descendants of officers, religious orders and constitutions. So they just did this. Because like I said, the main people they were mad at wasn't necessarily the black ones. It was mainly the white ones that got into power and started taking over everything. Like they do everywhere they go. Right. Start destroying their whole country. So that's the whole thing. So they said about a Jewish appearance. So that's where they start coming out with the, the hook nose and all of that. All right, go to the next slide.
Long Shadow?
Yeah.
That's it.
The Long Shadow, Crypto Jews in the New World. The Inquisition followed conversos across the Atlantic. The Inquisition established tribunals in Mexico City, 1571, Lima, 1570, and Cartagena, 1610. Converso families who fled to the Americas were pursued for suspected Judaizing practices. Major trials in Mexico.
These were mostly the Edomites because they were able to return. They didn't go here to be slaves. They went there to get, to gain power. That's what a lot of these are. Just so y'all can kind of tell the difference. All right.
Major trials in Mexico City targeted crypto-Jewish networks in the 1640s. Some descendants of crypto-Jews survived in remote areas of New Mexico, maintaining fragments of Jewish practice for centuries. In Dutch Brazil and the Caribbean, some conversos returned openly to Judaism. The trauma of the Inquisition shaped Sephardic identity across the globe for generations.
All right, next slide. We're almost done.
The economic and cultural legacy. Spain impoverished itself while enriching its rivals. Hannah Adams, Spain banished a very useful and industrious people whose arts and commerce contributed greatly to the wealth of the nation. The Ottoman Empire, Italian states, and later the Dutch Republic were enriched by Sephardi refugees. Salonika became a major Sephardi metropolis. Amsterdam's Portuguese synagogue embodied converso returned to Judaism. Ladino Judeo-Spanish survived as a living language for over 500 years in diaspora communities. The expulsion removed a significant source of urban human capital at a critical moment in Spain's history. Modern scholars highlight the expulsion as contributing to Spain's relative economic decline in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Mm-hmm. And you can go to the last one. That's just showing us the source of everything. So you see, they did that as a detriment to their own country. So when you kick out the people that really make the country, your country gets destroyed. That's why they don't want to let black people go. They're not going to let you go out of America. because they realize if you gone, you know, they lose a whole big source of revenue. A lot of other things happen because of black people. You know what I'm saying? They got the most industrious people. They lose them, their country is gone. You understand? So you see what happened to Spain. Spain lost its glory because they got rid of all of their people that made their glory good. Same with England, all other countries that got rid of us, all their countries became pretty much nothing. And America became great because they all sent here. All right. Any questions on this at all?
Nah, sir.
Questions. I thought you see you got some questions in the Rada.
Oh, I mean, that was earlier, you know, as far as like, you know, as we go over the history of the horrible things that they did to us during this Inquisition, the fact that they get upset when we tell them their fate of what Christ is going to do to them when he returns, and how we're going to rule over them and they're going to pay for the things that they did to us, make it seem like we're just the most evil people on the face of the earth. But you read their history, you find out what they did to us. It's almost like, I mean, even in their law, like even through what they believe in justice, you know, because if that happened to them, they, of course they're going to want justice for what happened to them. So why shouldn't we expect justice for what they did to us?
You know what the scriptures say he is. He a fugitive and a vagabond.
That's right.
Running from justice.
So what kind? It says conclusions.
Yeah, you ain't got to read it. That's just sources and everything.
Oh, okay. Just read everything else.
What you about to say?
Did you want me to read the rest of it, like the blood of the martyrs became the seed of diaspora, or?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're just showing you about this. This is white people's sources on it. So you don't get some more. I'm gonna show you. We'll probably me and I'll talk to Isaiah. See if we can teach next. We can teach with me next time. See if we want to do part 2 of this, because then we're gonna show how to you know, when they took slaves from where they took them from, how, you know, what happened from there. So we're gonna probably continue from there, because there's a whole different history about that too. You know what I mean? Okay. So anybody else? No questions? All right. With that, pass the class over to Priest and Officer 500 Bible Song. Yep. All right.
ISUPK security announcements. We got an ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. For a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Being sent in the Hebrew, my eyes, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest month, if you will offering for priests, not mandatory, will serve the amount you will like. Upcoming holy convocations, the next one will be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. Remember, Akim not well, check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. With that, you want courtesy salute to the men of Israel, Imagine. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh.
Shim y'all, Shabbat.
So we start translating from Hebrew to English. It's Lord bless you in the name of Christ. On top, hands down. My courtesy to sisters online. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Right? Y'all
Shamar thought about Shim Yahushua.
When we said translate from Hebrew to English, it's Lord, watch over you, and name correct on the top, and down, clap, Smith.
I'm right.
Hold it up. I'm on credit, huh?
No, Lord Christ, I don't want.